Hello and welcome to Seafair 2000. This is some interviews with the divers and some other people that ran Seafair in year 2000. Enjoy the show. Copyright 2020, 2000. Solid Video Productions, all rights reserved.
We're out here and we're just chit-chatting before we went on the air here that you're one of the divers for Seafair. What is your responsibility, sir?
We place the buoys out in the course and course markers and the strap lines that keep the spectators back 200 to 400 feet for safety reasons from Seafair. We've had several accidents in the past.
I understand yesterday, and it's not a very pleasant subject to talk about, there was somebody out here, was it out in the Mount Lake Cut or somewhere out here, somebody drowned. Now, how important is water safety out here?
Water safety is extremely important. I've been a rescue diver for the last 7 to 10 years, you know, working part-time and sometimes with these people and sometimes with the Light Unlimiteds. The gentleman out there, he had consumed a little too much and dove off the back of a boat and hit his head on a log boom, and they found him in 150 feet of water. And they went and recovered him last night, which is a sad thing, but that's one of the importances of safety on the water.
Let's talk about safety procedures. What do you do personally, or does your crew do when they go into action like that, and that does take place? What do you do?
Well, most of the action that I do is when a boat is turned upside down on the hydroplanes. Our crew, we will extract the individual from the boat itself to make sure that he's all right, and that's our first duty. Once we've got him either into the litter basket and into a boat, then we'll worry about the boat, because the boat's secondary. Our main concern is the safety of the drivers and spectators.
How did you become involved as a volunteer in Seafair?
I've been a diver since 1969, and I just know a lot of people that are involved in this and that have a good time, and I can't think of anything better to do with my weekend than to go out and watch boats race and have fun.
Especially 50 years running the hydroplanes, that you get hydro fever, it never goes away.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Every year that they've been down here, I used to be on the shores, but now I'm on the water, and I like being on the water better.
Get a nice tan too.
Oh yeah, you get to meet a lot of neat people like yourself.
Well, thank you. All right, and your name was again, sir?
Dean Call.
How do you spell that?
C-A-U-L.
All right, thank you.
All right. And then world champion. Wow. And so last weekend was his first.
Even people within our shore patrol and rescue teams moving on and moving out to the other areas. Like we have 2 people that are now crewing on the teams, you know. So it actually brings everything full circle and everybody is together. So it really you get to know one another when you understand how we all work.
That's what Seafair is about. I also focus in on that, you know, the family. It's a family fun because, like back in the 70s and my days on the shores,
or should I say good morning, good afternoon. This is day 2, ladies and gentlemen, of Hydros Alive 2000. I'm your host, Curtis Blackwell. Right now, we're at the Stan Sayers pits, and we're going to go out, once again, we're going to go out to the log boom, and we're going to get a good close-up look at how everything comes together and how the boats and everything go. And so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. I'm your host, Curtis Blackwell, and I tell you, this is so much fun to be able to come down here every year. I was just reminiscing. I'll tell you one story while we're getting ready, as we're heading out there, is that back in 1974, I remember the date last night, I wrote it down, is that right over here, back over here behind me, one of the finger piers, there was a boat coming in. It was sponsored by the Miss Berian. And what happened was that he shut off his engine, and for some reason it started back up. He couldn't get it shut off. And I tell you, you've never seen a crane operator and people run and scramble, and that boat just slammed right up on the finger pier. Another exciting story. All right.
Great.
And your name is?
My name's Dave Egas.
And what is your responsibility for Seafair?
Well, my responsibility this year, I'm an assistant, and I'm helping out our shore patrol chairman. And so what I'm going to do today is just take you out for a ride.
All right, excellent. We're looking forward to it. Okay, and this...
Not a problem, Brad. You want to go ahead and... Not a problem, Brad. You want to go ahead and...
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Seafair and Hydroplanes is celebrating the 50th running this year, the year 2000, 21st century. It's hard to believe that 50 years ago, hydroplanes came to Lake Washington. And thanks to Stan Sayers, who was ahead of his time. That's why Stan Sayers Pits, which opened up in 1957, 43 years ago, and ever since then, the hydros have been running down here, except for 1974 when they ran up at Sand Point. I'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. Ah, yes.
Years now, and I've had a lot of different assignments. I started off working up on the north side, and as a patrol boat, and eventually became the north captain. And probably the most exciting thing, not that it was a good thing, but we had a drowning out here at one time, so we're involved in a rescue, and that was pretty exciting. In general, it's just a lot of fun to be out here. We have a lot of friends that come down and join us and do this, and just a good time.
We're having a great time. Hydroplane races down here. It was in 1967. In that time, I remember riding my bicycle down, putting behind my bicycle, along with a bunch of others, was this hydroplane car from plywood. That was the thing to do back in the 60s. And even older gentlemen, older people are now retired, and some people have passed away. I tell you, it's been really fun because it's interesting to see how hydroplane racing, once you come down here and experience this, most of the time you get hydro fever. You can't get away from it. You look forward anxiously to the next one, and for the past year I've been looking forward to this one. But Judge Boat number 2. Now, the judge boats, those do they make a decision out there? What's their responsibility? Have no idea?
I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
145.024, last lap speed, 145.024.
Off to our right here, once again, is the official tower. Now, many years ago, and they used it 5 years ago, was the clock. It's great big giant huge, not digital clock. It was an old-fashioned clock. It was black. As it went around, it was orange. The drivers liked that. They tried that a few years ago, but now they've gone back to the large lights. This one's fairly new. And also you see the flag right there, the checkered flag. That's where the person who waves the flag lets them know. And they also have a couple out on the boats, at least they have had past years, so that they can... Back, this race course here has been moved forward down towards closer to the pits, and like I said, they're always open to improvements, and it's all volunteer. Seafair runs on volunteers.
Go ahead. Let's try to do the icon. Did you copy?
Sometimes going down that straightaway, they can get up to 140 miles per hour. Now, in years...
But it is.
No, it was a construction bridge.
Got the boat about as far out of the water as I've ever seen one.
.30 miles per hour and zip through. You're looking at all the people. It's kicking back. I mean, people come out for Seafair. It's a party time. It's a time to sit back and relax and enjoy the summertime. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since I think about 1962. No, I'm just kidding there. Since about 1962, the sun is staying with us, and it's sunny, and it's just now starting to come out. People are partying, having a good time at Seafair. Seafair 2000, ladies and gentlemen. 50 years of hydroplaning. Just think, our grandfathers and grandparents used to come down here with their kids, my father, and enjoy. All right. You also have an excellent view here of the Blue Angels. They'll be coming along a little bit later on this afternoon. You're going to see that also. Party Central here. There's the assistant chairman, boat number 1. Also, Seattle Police Harbor are here patrolling things. Should anything happen out here in the water, like I said, Seafair has it covered from all angles. The Coast Guard, Seattle Police, Kirkland patrols, from all around, explorers, you name it. Those people come and volunteer their time and have fun. Sandy going through her angle. You're looking at the old, what's left of the old Lake Washington floating bridge. That's where Stan Sayers used to come roaring down at about 120 miles per hour, right underneath that bridge, and then hit the straightaway along with the other boats. This is the back side of the north turn of the miniature. Know that they're true sports fans, especially the Oh Boy Alberto beef jerky, which has been gone for 5 years. You know that these are true hydroplane fans, and I believe this is the house right over here where the hydroplane went up onto the land. I'm not absolutely sure. I'll have to find out, but that's Party Central right there. I mean, Party Central, sponsored by Oh Boy Alberto. They're back. I'm glad to see them back. Sponsoring a turbine plane this year.
Right now, and I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear me talking?
I hear you talking.
Okay.
So I don't need this set of headphones anymore then.
Okay.
Because I can tell by your volume, you know, how you're doing.
Yeah, and I can hear. Now, here's looking at the Elam. Mark Evans driving. We talked with him yesterday. He had a lot of fun, and he said he's looking forward to seeing and hearing from Washboard Willie, and he'll be making his appearance tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen. First thing, yep. He's an early riser. He's a farmer from Texas, I believe. But we'll be meeting him tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to it. You're watching continuing coverage from behind the scenes, celebrating Seafair's 51st anniversary here on the shores of Lake Washington, and also the 50th running of the hydros from Lake Washington, Seattle, Washington, majestic shores of Lake Washington. But right now we're out on the water, getting a guided tour around just to see how everything looks from out here on the water. A lot of corporations, this Seafair would not take place without the sponsorship from corporations. Now here's a pump out. Here's something interesting. A one-man show, the holding tank pump out, which is cool. And for next year, 2001, we're gonna have to contact this gentleman there and see if he can't sponsor Washboard Willie. Out on the water now, on the course, is the Budweiser. Dave Vilwalk is driving. Something that is a little controversial, and I won't really go into that subject, ladies and gentlemen, is that last week in Tri-Cities, they had what's called a limiter put on that, and we'll find out a little bit more about that, but we're not going to go towards that direction. It's just to make the race course, make the race a little bit more competitive, to kind of give the other boats another chance. But Dave Vilwalk's been around a long time. He knows what he's doing. They've got a good crew, and they're great.
Be advised that we're trying to keep as much as we can back. We've got 3 large boats anchored out there, but we got a couple rafters that drift in and out. No problem.
Shot, ladies and gentlemen. Budweiser going around. Now match as he comes around in our turn. 5, 6 boats going that direction. He comes around.
And you got a boat coming in behind you, over.
Ladies and gentlemen, another Party Central right there with those big loudspeakers over there. They are ready for the hydroplane races. They're serious about hearing it. Sponsorship out here. This is a city in itself, ladies and gentlemen, out here on the log boom. I mean, you get yachts that are almost 200 feet long. I've seen them out here. And you get small, dinky little dinghies on down to inner tubes. If it floats in a Seafair Sunday, it's out here. You name it, it comes out here. Along with Budweiser.
Gotta have party animals around.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be Seafair without the party animals.
Good.
Now say for example right there's a boat. They are true, genuine Budweiser fans. And when we come back around the other side there a little bit, you'll get a closer look. But they got everything. They got the Blue Angels. They're true, genuine Budweiser fans. Oh look, I don't know if you can see this, ladies and gentlemen, but right straight over there, there's a tiny little sailboat. It must be remote control or something.
And the A1.
All kinds.
Got it.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Rod.
Okay. You never know what's going to happen out here. You never know. I don't think there's enough room to park that boat there. Do you? I don't think so.
It keeps looking for a spot.
It's looking for a spot, but I don't think there's a place big enough for it, huh?
No one's going to let it in.
Yeah, no one's going to let it in. Or they're asking for passes. All them people on board.
Got no sponsor to it, you can't get on board.
I don't know if I heard last time we were talking about. And if that's the case,
Now there's an interesting boat. It's an older boat. It's a tugboat, the Mary L.
receiving the letter in the mail.
I said all kinds of different types of boats come out here and log boom.
So I told them that they can't go, and I said I'd give you a call. But thanks, Bill.
More volunteers in the log boom patrolling.
Thank you very much, Bill. Heads up, stand there. We got somebody going across the line.
Uh-oh. A big barge. He's going to want to get out and walk around.
Yes. We're going to get out and walk around up there, and I'll do an interview with somebody up there and find out how things are put together and what the log boom is all about. Fire rescue boat coming up the center of the log boom where most everything takes place. They keep an eye on everything out here.
There's somebody here I wanted to talk to. Bill Joy.
Okay.
His name's Al Book. He's the log boom chairman. His wife Cammy with the white shirt walking down the dock.
Okay.
And Al, there's Al standing right here on the
This gentleman right here.
ponytail. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Limited Lights. We are out here on the log boom. I'd like to give special thanks right now to Eric Radovich and all the people at Seafair who have allowed us to be out here. Now, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. They just come around the south turn, and the Unlimited Lights are racing side by side. They've got the 8-cylinder engine. Their cockpits are built just exactly like what you see the larger ones. These are the Limited Lights. Look at them go side by side, ladies and gentlemen. There they go. All right, the power. You imagine what's going through there as they go right past it here, ladies and gentlemen. There goes what I call the miniature Budweiser. It's a red. Oh, it's exciting. Just going right by there. Now this log boom out here has been here since 1951, and it's a great place to be. If you ever want to see the race, always book yourself early. White ones are the outer white, the large ones, and you'll see that a little bit later on as we get out there on the other side. The buoys are white. Those are the warning buoys. The boats cannot go outside that. That's the warning one. Inside there is the orange ones and the red ones. Hi, how you doing? We're with Seafair behind the scenes. Take a moment of your time to interview you guys if I could.
Okay.
All right. Tell me, how long have you been coming out here for Seafair?
This is actually my first time. I'm from Texas, so.
You're from Texas.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Seattle.
Thank you.
It's always sunshiny up here. What do you like best about being out here back and enjoy the sunshine? There's a lot of stuff coming. You'll especially love the Blue Angels. Have you been out here all 3 days?
No, we actually just came out this morning.
Just came out this morning? Okay. Oh, it's excellent. Enjoy it. Have a good time. Seafair is what it's all about. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Here we're out on the log boom, and we're in one of the volunteers that puts together the log boom. And your name is, ma'am?
My name is Cammie, and I'm in head of communications.
Oops, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And tell us, what does it take? What do you do from the very beginning? What do you take to put this log boom together?
Actually, I wasn't personally involved in pulling in the log boom, but I do know that it comes over from the Mount Lake Cut, and it's all anchored. We have divers out here a week and a half to 2 weeks before Seafair really starts to set up all the buoy lines. We have divers that have been with us for 15, 20 years, know where most everything is out here, and they go down and find it for us.
Okay, now in the plannings of the communications that you work with, when do you start putting that together for Seafair? Is that a year-round job?
As far as the volunteer end of it, no. I think the Seafair office works year-round. The volunteers, we basically come out the Monday before Seafair. As far as the boom patrol people and things like that, the other volunteers are out here, like the divers are out here, like I say, 2 weeks before.
Weeks ahead.
Yeah.
So you come out here like on Tuesday, and you're out here every day. Do you live out here?
No, I personally don't, but probably 70% of our crew does live out here, like from Sunday on.
What's your favorite part about the hydroplane races?
My favorite part is the Blue Angels.
Oh yeah, you have most definitely have a front row seat when they come over. My favorite part is when they do their thing with the two side by side.
I like that, and I like it when they go through by the water and pick up all the whatever that is, the water. The water off the propellers. That's pretty neat, and I like their diamond formation star.
Look at this, he comes in there, slowing down. Oh yeah. Sight, ladies and gentlemen, on the hydroplane circuit. Hi, how you doing? I know you're busy. What are you doing to this engine, sir?
Took the plenum off. We had some bent butterflies that's causing it to backfire, and it's just not run real good, so we took it off and adjusted it.
And how long have you been doing hydroplanes, sir?
It's been about a year and a half.
What got you interested in hydros themselves?
I normally work on two-way radios, and they was having some problems with their radios, and we got those working, and that just kind of got me into it.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to your job. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.
You too, sir.
All right.
Indiana, lived there for a long time. A little town in Madison, where I come from, was given a gift of an unlimited hydroplane from Sam DuPont, the great DuPont family, and I was one of the first volunteers to volunteer to work on the crew. And so it's been up ever since then. You know, about 12 years ago, we decided, after all the years my son and I both worked on the Miss Madison, the time we had a boat of our own. And the first boat we had was given to us by Chuck Hicken right here from Seattle. He pulled in Indiana one day, and my son's yard says there's a boat racing. So that's how we get in our own boat racing. And it's been fun.
Now, you family?
I'm the grandfather, and my son is Ed Jr., and my grandson is Edward III. We're all Edwards. All three of us.
So you're an institution in hydroplane racing, correct?
Well, you might say that. I guess a lot of people do say that. Yeah. Yep. It's been a lot of fun.
What do you like to do when you're not around hydroplanes?
Well, I work for a chemical company. I travel for them, but I'm still employed. I work 5 days a week. I travel a lot. And my life is in sales and working in the boat shop and boat racing.
And what's your most favorite race course to go to?
Well, now that's a hard one. That's a hard one to come up with, because every one I've been to, I've been coming here for over 20 years, I just fall in love with it. When I come here, it's just just I tingle all over, like coming home to them. I know everybody knows me. I get treated royally, and there's no wonder I love to come back. It's a nice place to come back to. People here are really nice.
Seafair is a great place to Lake Washington. In all the years that you've been racing hydroplanes, have any of your boats ever flipped over, and have you had lots of good drivers?
We've had a tremendous amount. We haven't had a lot of drivers, but the drivers we've had have been excellent. We've never had a blowover. We've never had, knock on wood, a serious accident. We've been fortunate in that respect. We've had good drivers, and they all walked away from the boat with all the pieces intact.
And one more thing, it's what you call hydro fever. You get it, and it never goes away, correct?
It's in your blood.
It's in the blood.
It's in everybody's blood around here, that's for sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we all love it. The fans like it, we love it, and they love it. And it's a great love story.
Yeah, and especially the fans, because they can see the hydros going by. And now tomorrow there's going to be five or six classic hydros out there. And if we could, we'd like to come by, and while those hydroplanes are going on, have you kind of talk about those hydros. Would that be all right?
Sure, I'll do my best anyway. Sure.
All right. Okay, so we'll be back by tomorrow about 3 o'clock, a little bit before 3 o'clock, and catch you and see if we can get you to reminisce about some of those hydro stories.
The time is right. That'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Ed.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So tell us about this Batmobile, sir. Tell us about this Batmobile.
I'll tell you, it's a lean, mean driving machine. It's a GM8. It's got 1,500 horsepower. Gas turbine uses a 97% octane jet fuel. It goes to 0 to 90 in about 5.
I'm not even BS yet. I don't know.
You're learning. Well, thank you for your time.
Just here for this weekend.
All right. Thank you.
And watch where you're going to put your feet in your hands for your next step.
I got to give you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I got all access pass.
All right.
Okay, yeah, pick this up a little bit more.
Okay.
Back behind you.
You're doing great.
Okay.
That thing will fall off, will it?
I got it.
This won't fall off, no. Nope.
All right, Blair, you're almost there.
You're almost there, Blair.
Listen carefully.
Listening.
The trick to this is to keep your weight on your feet and use your hands to move back and forth. So you can step like this, kind of dance side to side, back and forth on the wall, and then step up and move over and push up with your feet.
Okay, push up with my feet?
Yeah, the whole trick is to use your feet and use your toes to kind of grip what you're standing on.
Okay.
And then when you want to come down, like a both hands at once, it'll take care of that.
You can't reach the edge. You got to go another step.
Okay. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to time it or not?
Don't time it. Okay.
Go ahead and just clap the phone.
All right, here we go, folks.
Yeah, you can. Right foot.
Climbing up. Here we go.
There you go.
Climb up. Want to keep your feet on. Climb up and keep on going, folks.
You got it, Blair.
All the way to the top. I haven't done this in years. This is fun. Boy, I tell you, this is a challenge on the legs.
You're welcome.
Okay. Up one more. All right. Go to my right. This is not easy, folks. All right. Got stuck there for a second. Grab hold of that one. Losing my grip, folks. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there, folks. Almost there. Almost there. I did it! All right. Now to come down, just... All right.
The leg straps.
Oh, that was great.
Good strong move up there. You had that iron cross.
Thank you.
That was a good move.
I did it. Woo. Thank you. Woo.
Wait, give it away or something?
Thanks for watching this presentation of Salt Video Productions. Copyright 2000 and 2020. Salt Video Productions, all rights reserved. Thank you very much. Have a great day.